Politics is always a little bit of a risky area, and for the most part, it's a real drag. But it's important to pay attention to local politics because that's usually what affects us the most. And we are just weeks away from the Los Angeles mayoral primary. Now, about a month and a half ago, I was riding my bike on Hollywood Boulevard in Gower, and I stopped at the crosswalk and saw a young man holding a giant cardboard sign that said, "Vote Nelson Cheng for mayor." You put that one up for us, Abe? You got that one? There it is. Look at that. That's the picture right there. You can see it up on the screen. I said, what's this about? He said, "I'm Nelson Cheng. I'm running for mayor." And I said, "Well, tell me part of your platform before the light changes." And then he told me a couple key issues and things that were important to him. And then he said, "Follow him on Instagram." And I did. And since then, I have seen him participating in open debates. I watched his campaign. It's a one-man campaign. It's just him. And he was recently a guest on Fox Channel 11. And the executive producer of Sunset at Night and I talked about it. And we said, let's give this guy a few minutes to tell us about himself and his platform. Please welcome Los Angeles mayoral candidate Nelson Cheng.
Hello, Hollywood. How are we all doing?
Yeah.
Is this on?
It's on.
All right. So, yeah, my name is Nelson Cheng, and I'm running for LA mayor to reduce traffic, crime, and homelessness. And as LA mayor, I want to stop ICE from going after innocent, undocumented immigrants, but I should go after real criminals instead. That's right. Yes, yes. And so for my possible solutions in order to reduce traffic, I say we be able to encourage people to rely on subways and then commute to free buses only on Mondays to Fridays between 7 to 9 a.m. and 5 to 7 p.m. Those are the peak times at that time when most people have to go to and off from work. That way it's 4 hours a day, 20 hours a week. Now that way, even though it will cost more taxpayers money, but it wouldn't be cost us too much as free buses for the whole day, 24/7, just like Mondani. That way, I have common sense that we can be able to have temporary free buses around 20 hours a week during the work days. That way, we can be able to save enough taxpayers' money to do so. Yep. All the way across downtown LA. And in order to reduce crime, I want to be able, like, I totally understand some people do not like the police. Like, I totally understand. Some people say like this, hey, I think we should abolish the police. Hey, I think we should abolish that. Well, the thing is, I gotta be honest with you all. The truth is, we cannot abolish the police, unfortunately. It has been for centuries, many years. I feel like the police help me a lot sometimes, once in a while. I totally understand police brutality is the main issue, but I totally understand though, even though I know some people told me that police officers, they would beat up some innocent people, which is not cool. But I'm hoping to be able to, work with the police in order to arrest only the criminals, but not the innocent. For those who are corrupted cops, they should be terminated. But for the good cops, we should keep the good cops. And in order to reduce homelessness, I say we use abandoned warehouses and facilities and convert them into renovated homeless shelters. That way, we'll be able to save enough taxpayers' money instead of building new homeless shelters. Because if you build new homeless shelters, let me tell you this, it's going to cost a lot of money. It's going to cost more than billions of dollars, and nothing's going to happen. Because if you build new homeless shelters, it's like not going to work, to be honest. And to be honest, I'm going to tell you all that this is something funny. I'm the youngest LA mayoral candidate in the 2026 LA mayoral race. My name is Nelson Cheng. I'm 22 years old. Well, right now I'm 24 because my birthday's on May 1st. I graduated from UC Berkeley with 2 degrees, bachelor's degrees in social welfare and legal studies. I'm a current grad student at Cal State LA, MPA, studying my MPA, Master of Public Administration right now. It's doing okay so far. And let's see. So I want to be able to make myself clear that I don't hate anyone, to be honest. But the reason why I'm running for LA mayor, because my friends and fans encourage me to run for mayor, is because Karen Bass, our current mayor, is not doing a good job. She is not doing a good job because she made a whopping $18 million budget cut that's unnecessary, cut it from the LAFD to the LAPD. Now she's overfunding the police, and I feel like she's going slowly to conservative, sort of. I feel like even though she's not very conservative, like anyone would support the police, but I feel like Karen Bass is not doing a good job, especially when she tried to water down the reports on the Pacific Palisades fire. 12 people died, thousands of homes burned down, and yet she didn't show any accountability at all. She just like stood silent and just like didn't do anything at all, to be honest. And I feel like what we need is real transparency and accountability. I feel like we need to be able to find a new mayor who is be able to take accountable of their actions and be willing to do so for the people. It's like Kenneth Mejia, who's right now is the LA City Controller. He shows real and pure transparency and accountability, and he will win as a city controller once again. And I want to be able to roast other candidates just for my final moment. It's for fun, all right? So right now, Karen Bass, I just call her Killer Bass because even though she does not actually kill people, but she just like mentally kill people. Nydia Raman, I feel like Nydia Raman Noodle isn't doing a good job because like, especially one time when she got booed off the stage when she said that, oh, you know what? Doesn't matter if it's 500 feet or any feet, let them tend near the schools. I say no, that's kind of unsafe. Imagine if you have a homeless individual living around 500 feet off the elementary school. It's kind of dangerous, especially when you bring your child. Spencer Pratt, I gotta say, he's a bad actor. I call him Bad Pratt, to be honest. Even though somebody thought I call him Fat Pratt, but it's not Fat Pratt, it's Bad Pratt. One time I remember in one of my Roblox streams, I mimicked his wife's song. His wife Heidi Montana released a song like, "I'll be your blonde tonight." That's what you like. I was like, wow. Seriously, yeah. And then Spencer Pratt, one time, I watched The Hills one time. In one of the episodes, Spencer Pratt literally called his mother-in-law a vagina and said that she's gonna be given birth. You're not Jesus. You're not God and Creator. You're saying all this kind of. I was like, bro, seriously, man. Spencer Pratt, like what? But even though he has no experience, like. Right now we have an actor, a singer, and now a gamer. That we got 3 different kind of entertainers who are actually running for mayor. And let's see who else. Wei Huang. Did you know? I don't think anyone knows, but I actually noticed that one of the mayoral candidates, his name is Andre A. Saliba. He's also running for mayor. He's a less known candidate, just like me as well. Guess what? Andre Saliba has a huge crush on Wei Huang. That's right. I even posted on Instagram.
No way.
Yes, I did. Go watch it on my Instagram. But he literally said he likes her. Because he felt bad for Ray for being a single mom. And because we don't know what happened to Ray's husband, but Andre knew that the first time when we all met each other outside at the streets for all debate, when me and Andre were protesting because we weren't invited. Well, even though it wasn't my idea, it was his idea. Because he invited me in order to spread more awareness in order to hopefully get us into the debate, even though it's not going to happen.
Give us the final Nelson Cheng. What is Nelson Cheng's campaign about?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Give us the outro.
Okay. My campaign is to be able to represent for the young people and any kind of people, no matter what. I'm willing to be able to help out us Los Angelinos in order to be able to make LA sexy and gorgeous in Nelson administration. I call it lasagna, LASAGNA. I'm hoping to be able. We're gonna clean the streets. We're gonna fix the potholes, the sidewalks, and we're gonna make sure we'll be able to not just only to be able to burn up, but we're gonna have to be able to make LA to make sure that it's clean again. Unlike Karen Bass, who just doesn't even care. She cut funding for the sanitation, the street lights, all the stuff. Even though she did kind of fix the street lights later on, but it's too late. I'm going to die.
Nelson Cheng, ladies and gentlemen.
Please vote for me. Nelson Cheng for the Cheng Gang. Cheng for change. Thank you all. Thank you. Cheng Gang, Cheng Gang, Cheng Gang.
Cheng. Nelson Cheng for mayor, everyone.